If you're anything like me, I'm sure you found yourself at one point or another feeling trapped in this endless loop of work and play week after week. And it gets to the point where how we reward ourselves after a tough week at work. Then what happens? We become nearsighted. We allow others to determine our limits, and we learn to accept them. We learn to quit. And just and we grow this mindset where coming to terms with our misery and complaining about it just much easier than struggling for a better life. Yesterday, I was at a park with my dog, and I got into conversation with this stranger, and I noticed that he used the English word treat instead of 간식, which immediately caught my attention because it wasn't one of those English words with English word that is typically used with Korean. That alone was pretty clear indication he had a certain level of comfort with English language. Yesterday, I was at a coffee shop and I was having a cup of coffee, minding my own business, when I started to get distracted by a conversation that was having at another table. There was a group of young men. There must have been 5 or 6 of them. If I were to guess, they were teenagers. Anyway, they were having a very heated conversation about the new Avengers movies. You'd think they would be careful about describing of the details from the movie, like in the public place like that. But they seemed overheated conversation. They seemed too excited to care. I mean, I was lucky I had already seen the movie. Otherwise, it would have completely ruined the movie for me. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and planning to, just be careful when you're out in the public place, in the public. And if you happen to hear anything that remotely related to the movie, just shut your ears and get out of there. Dwayne Johnson and Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't think it's a fair comparison. That's true. Dwayne is a very talented and accomplished actor, but he isn't nearly as charismatic as Arnold. And when it comes to overall impact in Hollywood, Dwayne doesn't even come close to what Arnold has done. And Uh, well, some people told me it wasn't my fault. And I think I know that. But every time I think about it, there is a saying in my head which keeps saying, well, if I had helped her, blah blah, and my psychologist told me it is classic case of survivor's guilt. Guilty. It's over 12. Goodbye.